Hi everyone, good evening, and welcome to this video. Now you might be wondering why there's no picture in the background. Well, I'm at home just now. I've just finished editing the 091 video. I need to redub the sound though, so that's the update on that one. It's looking likely that we probably will be doing the return journey either Monday or Tuesday, but I'll get back to you on that one late tomorrow night once I've got that confirmed. Okay? Anyway, the reason for this video is I wanted to express my thoughts on how things went today at the open day at the McGill's depot over in Larbert. I'll also give my thoughts on train spotting with Aaron. I remember Aaron telling me that this is something he was looking forward to listening to. So, I shall begin. I arrived in Stirling, admittedly a little earlier than I was planning to, and went and got a coffee and then met Aaron. He told me that he got off his coach this morning and it was absolutely roasting, according to what he was telling me. And I think he was just glad to get some fresh air. Anyway, we got on one of the new 38s. I can't remember which one. I'm sorry. But we got to Larbert at around about 11:10. And what did I make of the open day at the depot? I'm going to be honest, I thought it was pretty naff. They were doing free trips to the Falkirk Wheel and back, and another one to, can't remember where. But they were using the new vehicles. And I thought they'd be using vintage ones for that. I get it, this was all about the new vehicles. They were even using a double-decker for the bus wash. Fair enough. It was probably the cleanest vehicle in the whole depot come the end of the day. Because it was the in and out, getting washed every single time. I'm going to be completely honest. I thought it was pretty crap. I genuinely did. I've read some comments online from people who thought it was well organised and well put together. No, I disagree. I just don't think it was that good. There's a few vintage vehicles there. Nothing really going out on trips. And they had a pipe band there. Don't get me wrong, they were good. They were really good. Loud, but really good. It was a day for the family. I understand that. But it's just what it is. You know? I genuinely did not think it was that great. We went inside to have a look around where stalls were, and some of the models that were there I genuinely thought were quite reasonably priced, like £3-4. I'll admit, my wallet was telling me, get a couple. And I was going to, but I didn't. I just don't think it was that great. At best, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. Maybe I'm being harsh, but it's my honest, general opinion. Genuine opinion. Now, this is where I've got a bit of a dilemma. Next Saturday is Lothian's Open Day down at the depot, the Marine Depot in Edinburgh. And I really, really do want to go to that. But a friend of mine was celebrating his birthday recently, and he wants me to go with him for a day out to Glasgow, just for a little wander around and have a chilled out day. I'm actually hoping they might be able to change that. I know they can't do the Sunday, but maybe the following week we could arrange something. I'm hoping that can be done. Okay. So, with that being said, that was my thoughts on the Open Day. My thoughts on the train spotting side of things, though, down at Larbert. Arden and I went down there and did a few hours train spotting. And I'll admit he was quite sharp with his wisecracks today. I'll admit I was a bit sharper myself as well. We're probably both just as sharp as each other. And the stream is on the channel. If you want to watch it, feel free. I don't mind. Feel free to watch any of my videos. I genuinely don't mind. But he said to me, why don't you do a live stream? And I wasn't sure if I was going to. But after checking my signal coverage, full 4G, I thought, alright, I'll give it a go. Now, hopefully it didn't buffer. I haven't looked at it, so if it has done, I apologise. But I genuinely thought that train spotting at Larbert was actually pretty good. The only thing that let it down was the overgrown bits in the centre between the two tracks. Now, for the council or whoever it was to sort that out, it would mean they'd have to close the line off maybe for a day or something. They'd have to put rail replacement buses on so that they could get that tidied up. Would that be a bad idea? I don't think it would be, because it would make it look a lot tidier and a lot nicer. But you get class 170s passing through there, 43s, even 158s. Unfortunately, we didn't see any 158s today, but the vast majority were 385s. That's the vast majority of what we saw. Arden seemed to really like Larbert train station. So much so that we're going back. I think he said the 8th of December. Unless I got that wrong. If I got that one wrong, buddy, and you're watching this, feel free to leave a comment. Okay? But we were moving around the platform on the train station. We even decided to take a train back into Stirling, because the bus that we were going to get from the train station up to the hospital was running late. And Arden was worried about missing his coach back to Dundee. Which was totally fine with me. You know, I didn't mind taking the train. So, to recap, the train spotting was really good. Out of 10, I'm going to give that a solid 8. It could have been 9, possibly pushing 10, if the place was a little tidier, i.e. the weeds removed. Maybe I'm being a bit pernickety, but that's what I thought. It was a little on the busy side for my liking as well. But Larbert train station is a busy train station. Now, and this question also goes out to Aaron or anyone else who watches this YouTube channel. Would you like to see me do a live stream at Camelin train station? Either with Aaron or on my own. It would be a lot more fun if Aaron was there. I know he's not always available, but would you like to see that? Because I'm genuinely offering to go to Camelin train station and do a live stream for you guys on this channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. And a quick recap on how things went at the bus open day. Not great for me, I'm afraid. Not great. Aaron did say that he probably wouldn't go to any other bus open day. I can kind of see where he's coming from. But the Lothian ones usually tend to be pretty good. Last year, they were good. It was good. Will it be any better this year? Who knows? Who knows? And to round off the bus spotting, well, the vintage bus spotting trips for this year, we are going to Bridgeton on the Saturday and the Sunday. I will be there both days. Aaron will be there both days. But on the Saturday, we've agreed that we're going to do things separately on our own. And we'll be together on the Sunday. That's the plan. Because Aaron's family will be joining him on the Saturday. No doubt we'll bump into each other at some point. That will happen. We will. But there might be some time when he's on a tour around the garage and I'm away on a tour into the city centre or some of the surrounding areas, wherever the tours are going. That'll happen. We might even come into the canteen and Aaron finds me sitting there having a cup of tea. It might happen. You never know. Anyway, I'm going to have to head now. And I'll get these videos uploaded because I am going down to Newcastle to visit a friend between the 2nd and the 5th of October. These dates are subject to change. It's a personal reason why I'm going down. I'm not going to tell you why. You can ask me all you like, but it's private and personal. Aaron knows, but don't go bombarding him, please. So we'll get a chance to finish off the X18 from Berwick to Newcastle. And I'm looking at possibly finishing off the 69 that we started from Carlisle. Was it 69? No, 585 from Newcastle to Carlisle. Just so we have to do it the return way. That can be done. That could get done just whenever, really, to be honest. Anyway, we might even look at doing a couple other routes while we're down there. We'll see, because I'm going down there to visit a friend, not to do full routes all day, every day. Okay? Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to say cheerio. Okay? And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Night night.